Hey gang, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of Intuitive Angling, and thanks a lot for taking some time to check today's video out. It's much appreciated. And guys, today I'm going to make the case why you're never going to rig your flukes the same way again after I show you how to do it with the new Core Tackle hover rig here. This has completely changed my fluke fish and the way I fish a fluke, and I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to rig this up. I think you'll really like it here. Real quick before we get started, guys, just a couple quick housekeeping tips. I'd like to invite everybody to please check out fishthemoment.com. In our link in the description, we have our virtual lessons where you can book a 1-hour virtual lesson with me to go over anything you want to in fishing, and also our fall lake map breakdowns are up on the website. So if you're having a hard time catching some fish this fall on your favorite lake, or actually any time of the year, we got them for all seasons. This is a great resource for that, so I'll put the link in the description. You can check it out there. Much appreciated. Okay guys, I've done a few videos on this. You've heard me talk about it. This is the new Core Tackle hover rig designed by Johnny Schultz and Matt Steffen. And I'll tell you a little bit about the hover rig before I get into the rigging. The unique thing about this, guys, is the lead is completely concealed inside of the bait you put it in. It's not like it's a jig head, but it's a jig head where you can't see any of the lead. And also the lead is distributed down the shank of the hook here, which creates an action that you can't duplicate with anything else. It creates this crazy spiral in action. So this is the most unique jig head design I've ever seen come out. So anyway, traditionally, guys, I rig the fluke just like everybody else, just with an EWG hook, or sometimes I use a straight shank on it just to get the fluke to dart around like that. And it works okay, but the problem with that is when you're rigging the fluke with an EWG hook, you have to get it just at the perfect angle and the right bend, because if you don't, the fluke is going to pop up out of the water, and it's not going to, or it runs to just one side. It won't dart to both sides. So the EWG method of rigging a fluke, it's a very poor method because, number one, it's a poor hookup ratio on it, and you have real inconsistent action. The hover rig, guys, creates the most consistent, the most wild action I've ever seen. And I'm going to show you guys how to rig this because it's a little bit different here. We've done some videos, but in case you didn't see it, I'm going to redo it here. Normally, I cut the weed guard off it. The weed guard comes, but I usually take it off. But anyway, you don't come in the head like you do a normal jig head. You come in probably about a 1/4 of an inch below the head, just like that, and then just thread it on. Take your time, make sure you go straight with it. Come straight out like that. And then we're going to bury the length of the lead into the fluke here, like this, where it comes like that. And then we're gonna push it up and we're gonna tuck this head into the head of the fluke. So just be careful with that. So it's gonna set up just like that, guys. Just like that. So what you got here is you got all the lead completely concealed inside the fluke. And guys, when you fish this thing, when you throw it out there and you twitch it like you twitch a normal fluke, just like a soft plastic jerkbait, not only does this thing, when it falls, it spirals on the way down falling, but just the slightest jerk of the rod, it makes this thing dart side to side, up and down, just side to side, just like, it goes crazy. It literally goes all over the place through the water column. Guys, the fish will gobble this thing up. I'm telling you right now, once you try this, you're not going to go back to your regular style of rigging a fluke before, or any soft plastic stick bait. So anyway, guys, you can get the hover rig there at Bait Works in Springfield. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to try a couple. Just give them a try. I can almost promise you, you're not going to rig your flukes any other way after you see what this thing does in the water. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk later.